saw this video popped up on my feed, right? It says Monster Hunter Wild is destroying the franchise. It's an angry rant from somebody hating about Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, right, I like to listen to everybody's, everyone's opinion about Monster Hunter Wild, right? Because it's something that it kind of like piques my interest, right? To see, I'm curious what do you mean by destroying the franchise? Are you talking about like the optimization for this game, or what are we explaining here? What are we talking about here specifically? I'm very curious what he has to say, because I like hearing other people's opinions at the end of the day. It's not like I hear only one-sided opinion and everything, but I like hearing everybody's opinion. So I'm curious, what is this about?
This is just going to be a completely raw and unfiltered rant, because I need to get it off my chest, because it's stuck with me ever since I played the beta, and I'm absolutely sick of it. Okay, first off, the clutch claw. Capcom, why did you think that getting rid of the clutch claw was the best option that you could do?
Because it was being abused so much in Monster Hunter World, when and even then, on top of that, every single Monster Hunter game has never been the same. They've always had some mechanic or so that they add in every single Monster Hunter game to make it different and more fresh every single time. That's the reason why.
Are you just trying to be different just because of the sake of being different? Okay. Learning about tenderizing monsters in Monster Hunter World was fun.
Yeah, but then it would get boring, because it's basically the same thing from Monster Hunter World. And then also on top of that, we have a new mechanic, which is the the weakness spots or so, or the weakness points or so, is the new mechanic for Monster Hunter Wild. So they got rid of the clutch claw and they brought in a new mechanic to make it different. Like in Monster Hunter Rise, you have the art styles, the whatever they're called or so. They have that specific for that mechanic for Monster Hunter, plus also the the kind of like the not really the clutch claw, but like the spider web thing or so that they have in Monster Hunter Rise.
Not only fun, it was rewarding. Okay, you actually feel like a hunter. It's almost like Attack on Titan. I feel like I'm Levi. Okay?
It just sounds like he just sounds very salty or so that his clutch claw is gone. Now he can't do clutch claw stuff. It's not really that big of an issue. Let man cook some bad food.
Fun. I feel like a hunter. And not only doing that, but
you want to know how you want to feel like a hunter? Play the first one. Play the first Monster Hunter game and see how you feel like it, okay? Or play the one on the PSP, Then come talk to me about a real hunter, okay? All right? Back in those days, you had to buy your pickaxes. You had to buy your nets. You had to buy your fish bait. You had to go out hunting. And if you're trying to capture a monster, you have to look at the monster and understand it to see if it's ready to be capturable or not, okay? All right?
Slamming monsters, right? Getting stones or dragon pods or whatever it is, and just shooting them into the wall. It's fun and rewarding, man. But no, it's rewarding, it's skill-based. Okay, I've got dot points here.
It's skill-based? Excuse me? No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. What are you talking about? Anyone can fucking do it.
That I wrote down because I know I'm gonna forget. You removed it completely. And then what do we get in return for that? For not having clutch claw at all? We get focus mode.
Yeah, of course.
Focus mode, Capcom.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, in Monster Hunter Rise, you don't have the clutch claw. I don't think this guy played Monster Hunter Rise whatsoever. Or he hasn't really played any of the older Monster Hunter titles, Remember the first time when you could pick up a barrel bomb and throw it at someone? Holy shit, dude, that was so fucking cool, to be honest.
No, honestly, you are up there. You are, oh my god. You are so smart. I just don't understand why you want to remove. Why would you want to remove one of the most satisfying and tactical things that you could ever do when it comes to monster hunting?
I didn't use the clutch claw that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I only use it as like how is it purposely intended, but everyone abused the mechanics or so with clutch claw. That's the reason why a lot of the people in the community didn't like it. He's wrong. Wilds needs a wire bug. He crazy.
Good job. All right, sweet. So now we can only clutch claw things that are in the environment.
He is.
Stalagmites, stalactites, whatever the fuck they are called, I don't know. The pillars on the roof. That's the only thing we can clutch claw. Things in the environment to help us fight monsters. Good job. That's so rewarding. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm so tilted, honestly. Focus mode, okay? This is like
the counter that you can do to have the cinematic thing is the most anime shit you'll ever experience in Monster Hunter, to be honest. I've had that so many multiple times when I like, you know, do the counter thing or so, when you're doing that, like the camera zooms in and you're like battling like 1-to-1 or so, and then you shoot the monster or so. Yeah, like that's the thing that they replaced or so with the clutch claw for it being like a cinematic thing.
This makes fights feel so slow and sluggish.
Dude, you have not played have you seen the original Monster Hunters? They are slower than this. Shut up. New generation Monster Hunters don't know anything about the old ones, okay? All right?
And unrewarding. I don't even know if that's a fucking word. I don't feel rewarded enough, Capcom, okay? What else do I have here?
Bro, this makes the focus thing makes everything so much easier, man. It makes everything so much easier. I'm sorry, but like that's just my personal opinion though, because like honestly, all you have to do is just literally focus on the points, and you can do massive damage on it, you know?
Lock-on mechanics. So instead of feeling like I'm actually doing something, you know, worthwhile, you make me hold down shift on the PC, which is to turn on the focus ability, and I can see the weak points where I've attacked the monster the most. Awesome. You know, that's good to know.
Yeah,
but then what do you want me to do? You force me, which is not really hard at all, to hit those weak points in focus mode and let the animation all the while I'm sitting here picking my nose, doing fuck all. Games like Destiny 2, you know, I say it all the time. Destiny 2 on Steam.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I didn't write it down. What's the other game?
What's
Final Fantasy, right? I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 14. Is it 14? They have DLC that are going on for years, and look how well Destiny 2 is doing still.
Because these are live service games. The difference is with Monster Hunter, it's not a yearly release, but it's a seasonal like yearly release of Monster Hunter, and they always bring a new mechanic in every single Monster Hunter game, okay? They always bring something new. They bring new quality of life differences. Not every single Monster Hunter game is the same, okay? There's never been like, well, the only ones that I can think of that have been the same are like the super old ones. Like the super old ones, they've been pretty much kind of the same, but they just add like new weapons and like new quality of life stuff. But like the more recent ones where you can like grab a bomb and throw it, you can play as the cats in some of them. You have the wire bugs, you have the clutch claws, you have the underwater mechanics in one of the Monster Hunter's Wii games, you know? So it's just like,
even though I think it's not that good anymore. Tell me, did you really think that if you were to keep on doing DLCs for Monster Hunter World, that players would like eventually drop out?
Yeah.
No, Capcom,
yeah.
Why are you scared of that?
No, yep. Because you want to know something? The game is only it has like, it's like, what is it? How long does the service live for Monster Hunter? Because they work on a new Monster Hunter game because they want to make something new. They want to add new monsters. They want to add, you know, new regions, a new hub system. If you want a like Monster Hunter live service game or so, look at the Monster Hunter MMOs that were released in the Asian territories. They're all closed. Like they're literally all closed. They've all been shut down, you know? Yeah, you have to innovate. You can't innovate with the same thing. That's why they also have a new engine as well, which is the RE engine. compared to like I don't even know what Monster Hunter World's engine was on. To be honest, I haven't really paid attention which engine that was made on, but they have the new engine, which is the RE engine. So they want to try out the RE engine on the new Monster Hunter, you know, with the new coding and everything. But if you've seen the MMO and the MMO versions of Monster Hunters, they're dead. They're literally dead. You know, they're not playable anymore, except for one. You can play one of them. So.
This is Monster Hunter World. How
it was Unreal?
Was fucking
okay.
Iceborne. Look at Iceborne's success rate. It's almost more successful than the actual bloody game, Monster Hunter World, the base game. Do you know why? Because it pretty much is.
Yes, but everyone who has played it previously is already done with the game. There's nothing else to do with the game itself. There's nothing to do. That's it. We're done. All the people who have like the max builds and everything, if they make a new content, they're just gonna bulldoze through it. You know, whoever has like the max builds, you know, the best builds, highest DPS builds and everything. And if they just bring a new DLC, they're just gonna bulldoze through the entire event and then they're done, you know, and that's it. Monster Hunter MMO died because it didn't have Clutch Claw. Shut your bitch ass up.
Everyone loves the mechanics of Monster Hunter World. Everyone loves that you can Clutch Claw. Everything that you showed in Monster Hunter World as the base game, people loved. But the problem was there wasn't enough challenges, in my opinion, okay? It was more story-based. You know, Xeno'jiiva as the final boss. That basically, you know, compared to like Fatalis as Iceborne's last boss and Alatreon, however you pronounce it. Okay, it was more of like a cinematic game. Cinematic boss fights. Iceborne was bloody amazing. And the fact that you did not decide to do another DLC or even more DLCs is blowing my mind. I just can't believe you completely abandoned Monster Hunter World.
What are you talking about? They were working on Monster Hunter Rise for the Switch, and then it came out on PC. Like, it was being in the they can't work on Monster Hunter World DLC anymore. They have to move on to a new project. That's just how game development is. What is this guy doing? What is this guy talking about? Who is this guy? Who is this dude, huh? Who are you? Kuda. I feel like you don't understand, to be honest. Honestly, you just don't understand. You don't understand game development whatsoever. The cycle of game development.
And just decided to reboot another game. Okay? Let's not even talk about Monster Hunter Rise. I haven't even played it. I haven't even watched a trailer. I just know it's shit, okay?
Wow. Didn't even play it. Didn't even see a trailer. Didn't, like, nothing about Monster Hunter Rise. And he says, Monster Hunter Rise is shit. Wow, dude. Damn, dude. That's crazy. That's a crazy take to be saying Monster Hunter Rise is shit.
I have a radar for these things. You can ask my closest friends.
Why?
For example, Cyberpunk 2077. I knew before it came out, I was like, this game is going to be completely dog shit and it's not going to be ready. I said that to my mates when we were living together and they didn't believe me. And then what do you know? Everyone talks shit about Cyberpunk for not being ready. It's not, you know, they rushed it. You know, I have a sixth sense for these things, and I just feel like Capcom is doing the exact same thing here. They're just making another game just for the sake of it. Is it all for money? Is it all for money, Capcom? Is that what you're focused on? Right?
That's a business. Of course they're in it for money. No duh. It's a business. It's business. It's business 101. What are we talking about here? Oh my god. This guy is unbelievable, dude. There's no way he is a Monster Hunter fan. There's just no way. He doesn't know that's how LS games work. They gotta keep the company afloat somehow. Yeah, of course. It's not like a full live service. Monster Hunter is not a full live service free-to-play game where, you know, compared to like the MMOs, right? They were free to play. Like, you could play them. All they did was just in-game cosmetics and like DLCs and like whatever other shit, to be honest. Actually, I don't know if they charge subscription or not because they were only available in the Eastern Asian side. It wasn't available for the rest of the world. I can play one of the Monster Hunter MMOs. One of them. I can play them. I have it on my computer.
Who knows? Gemma. A hot anime smithy waifu. What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
What?
That is such a cheap marketing scheme by you.
What?
Like, am I the only one who feels that way? Yeah,
what?
Previous smithies, right? They felt rugged, you know, experienced.
What's wrong with Smithy? What's wrong with the female Smithy? There's nothing wrong with the what the hell? What is this video? What is going on here, dude?
And they fit the world, you know? They fit the world, bro.
What?
I remember as soon as I saw, what was it? I don't know what it was, but they're
Say
like,
psych. This guy has to be rage baiting. There's no way, dude. I do not believe I do not believe this. There's no way. There's no way, dude. Please say it's is this rage bait? No way, dude. This is actually legit. No way. Nuh-uh. No shot, dude. No, he's actually legit dying on this hill.
Introduction to the state of play or whatever it was. And we got the trailer. And we saw the Smitty, the hot anime biddy. Yeah, nice. Okay, nice. She looks hot, man. Wow, I'm gonna buy the game now. Oh my god, I'm such a loser, but look at the Smithy. Oh my god. I'm gonna spend 110 bucks on that.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Do they have all the smithies in Monster Hunter? Do they have all of them like here? Interesting. Huh. Who is that? Female. Ah, very interesting. Wow, look at that. Grandma making armor. Huh, interesting, huh? Wow, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? I don't think that's all the smithies though. It could be. But like, you know. So you got a man right here. You got a dude. Is this what you hate or so? You hate females, huh? You hate females being smithies, huh? Is that something that you hate or something? Is this like I don't think this is correct. You know I'm just saying. You know. There's no way that's all of the smithies though. You got this guy. You got the normal one. I feel like this person has not played the Monster Hunter series. I feel like he's never played any of the older Monster Hunter series. Like you even got this Smithy too as well. Not really Monster Hunter, you know. It is Monster Hunter the universe, but it's not really like the actual one. But yeah. Look at that. See? This is Rise Sunbreak. You know, this is Sunbreak. Look, see? Monster Hunter right here. We've had female Smithies before, you know? Look, see? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, straight up, look at, see? This is from the Monster Hunter story. Look at that, see? Just a normal dude, right? Just a normal guy, right? It's kind of like, we had females and we had males in the Monster Hunter franchise. We've always had females and males for Smithies. So I don't know what this guy is talking about, straight up, you know? That's why it just makes no sense what he's saying.
That. Like, holy shit, she's fucking hot, Capcom. Look at what you did.
Also, at the same time, you do know girls, there are some girls who are into, like, you know, like, kind of like, I guess you can say, like, kind of like in the engineering department field when it comes to, like, you know, blacksmithing and stuff like that, you know? We had a lot of that, you know, just saying, you know.
Man.
There are some girls who are into that.
She looks like she's cosplaying. She doesn't fit the fantasy world at all.
What are you talking about?
Is this your...
What?
Is this you just trying to like justify selling a full price game?
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Because you know that it's not worth a full price game.
What?
You're only making a full price game because it has the title Monster Hunter in it, right? Right. I don't even want to talk about the performance issues, okay? I don't know, look, it's just a beta. It's just a beta. But Capcom, I joined a server, so you can have up to 100 people in this open world, okay? You can have up to 100 people. I joined a server that had about 60 people in it, and my PC almost died, went to heaven, got revived, and I killed it again. Like, my stream, I looked at my VOD, okay? I'll look back at my VOD. I had about 1 frame every 3-4 seconds. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. It took 5 years. 5 years. 5 years, Capcom. It took you 5 years.
I will have to say that the optimization for the game is pretty bad though. Like I will be honest with you. That is something that you cannot defend on the performance of Monster Hunter Wilds. Everyone's a little bit concerned about the optimization for Monster Hunter Wilds. That's fair. That is a fair point. I will give him that. That is a very fair point. You know, that is a very valid criticism because everyone was having issues with the beta. Even Dubstep was having issues with the beta. 2025 and beyond is going to be full of wild takes. Where's Zhao at? We got another dude that believes in what he says. Yeah, that's the only thing I am worried about Monster Hunter Wilds. That's only the reason why I'm thinking of picking up a 3090 to kind of like, you know, do subtle with it. That's the only reason why. That's the only thing I can give him. That's the only criticism that I can give him. So far, this is the only take I can like, I'd be like, yeah, I can agree with you. The Monster Hunter Wilds beta was definitely not well optimized. I don't understand why they didn't give us a new build for the beta instead of giving us the same old build, you know, back in like, what was it? Back in November or something like that? I don't remember when was the first beta that came out, so.
Oh my god, I can't wait to get into open world. Oh my god, I get into a world, there's 60 people, but oh my god, I can only see about 2 frames of them every 10 seconds. 5 years. What were you doing in those 5 years?
They were working on the RE engine. That's what they were working on.
What are you doing in those 5 years that you could have done for Monster Hunter World?
It's called making a new game. That's what it's called, you know?
This in my live stream review. Fireborn. Iceborn. No, we already did Iceborn. Fireborn. Godborn. Freaking Skyborn. Freaking Tundraborn.
What? When I had my AMD version of a 4060, it was unplayable. Really, it was really unplayable. I have a 3060 and that's what I have. So I sometimes struggle from time to time with it.
Bloody fuck me up the arse spawn. Like, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Anything. I feel like Capcom thought, you know what, we see Destiny 2, we see other games that bring out DLC over the years, and the game and the players.
Yes, but those are live service games. Those are like free-to-play live service games. I get it. Like, you can probably say the argument they were initially pay first and then play, but they're filled with so much microtransactions, very unhealthy microtransactions. Let me remind you, unhealthy microtransactions. Capcom does not give you unhealthy microtransactions. They give you cosmetic stuff. They don't make a lot of money from the cosmetics. They don't make like an insane amount of money like freaking Destiny does with their cosmetic stuff, you know? That's the difference, you know? Yeah, look at D2 now, stuff locked behind season pass and like story quests. Really, I didn't even know about that because I don't play Destiny anymore. So Capcom literally makes you a full package game. It gives you literally a full package $60 game, gives it to you, and gives you free seasonal updates. They don't make money on the season updates, you know? Why are you bringing Destiny DLC? Destiny almost died twice with their DLC. That is also true as well. And Capcom with their Monster Hunter game, they don't charge you for their seasonal DLC stuff. They only give out cosmetics at a very good, reasonable price. They don't charge you $10+ a piece of clothing, like in Call of Duty or like in Destiny, you know? They don't charge you enormously absurd prices with their cosmetics. They don't make a lot of money from their cosmetics because they gave you a full package game with free seasonal updates. What else do you want? Like, what do you truly want? Do you want them to fuck up the entire ecosystem for Monster Hunter for your own amusement because you're unhappy because Clutch Claw is not in Monster Hunter Wilds? That is the most selfish thing I could ever hear in my entire life, you know? This guy is being so selfish just because his Clutch Claw was gone. The one mechanic that basically everybody in the Monster Hunter community did not like because it was so abusive, because you could abuse the shit out of it, you know? It just I like it. I like it when there's something new. There's something fresh when it comes into Monster Hunter. I'm even playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak at this very moment right now on stream. So it just doesn't make sense.
Dramatically and increasingly go down at a slope. Listen to me, Capcom. Do you genuinely think that if you kept on bringing out DLCs for Monster Hunter fucking World, that players would dramatically decrease and you would lose more money?
Yeah.
No.
It would get boring.
No.
It would get boring.
You would get more players. Okay, this is coming from someone who's like a seasoned Monster Hunter World fanboy, okay?
Not sure about past Monster Hunter, but so far it has been just one big expansion and then patches, updates. Yeah, it's that's how it's always been. Well, except for some of like the super old ones from what I'm remembering off the top of my head. Granted, I never really watched gaming news if there was expansions like the PSP version and like, you know, the PSP handheld one, but they've always been a complete game. But I don't think they ever did that though. So I don't think he even knows what he's talking about. He doesn't even play the game or any Monster Hunter game. I feel like he's only played Monster Hunter World. I feel like that's the only game he has ever played, and he has never played any of the older titles.
I don't even want to look at Rise because Rise started as a fucking console game, as I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck are you talking? Monster Hunter was on a fucking console. What are you talking? It was originally on a console. What are you talking about? Man, this guy is so delusional. He's losing it. I am losing my fucking mind. What is he talking about?
Memory. And then they just put it onto the fucking PC because they wanted, you know, they...
Sir, the original Monster Hunter was on PS2 and the Monster Hunter portable versions were on the PSP. Then we had DS versions. Then we had Wii versions. And then we had MMO versions of them. Hello? Excuse me? Who is this guy? What are you talking? This guy does not know anything about Monster Hunter whatsoever. I am a First Fleet Monster Hunter, and I will not hear this slander from this man.
Knew that the players of Monster Hunter World were not playing it as much anymore because they weren't bringing out any fucking DLCs for one. But because there's been a long gap in between, and then people go, oh my god, Monster Hunter Rise, let's get it on PC already. So they did it, and then it's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, right? The original one was on PS2.
Like, fuck me, man. So do you really think players would not buy your DLC? Because I'll fucking tell you right now, Capcom, we would. My god, I'll pay $110 for another DLC in Monster Hunter World without a blink of an eye.
$110 for a fucking DLC? You're crazy out of your damn mind if you think I'm gonna pay that much for a DLC. You are actually out of your damn mind if I would pay $110 for a Monster Hunter DLC, bro. You are crazy.
I'm in a 50-50 decision right now for Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, holy shit.
Just keep playing Monster Hunter World, bro. If you still like Monster Hunter World, you want to know something? There are mods for Monster Hunter World that you can play that adds more different monsters and stuff like that. You know, there's actually mods for Monster Hunter World for like tougher monsters and everything. If you like Monster Hunter World that much, just go play some mods and just go play Monster Hunter World, dude. Like, honestly, you don't have to play Monster Hunter Wilds. If you do not like Monster Hunter Wilds, that is fine. That is a-okay. That is your opinion, and I respect your opinion. But, like, if you like World that much, just play mods with Monster Hunter World, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Capcom, you're going in the wrong direction.
What are you talking about?
I'm not afraid to speak the truth, okay? I'm not afraid to speak the truth of the gaming era, the gaming world, the gaming space. You made a mistake.
No, they
and
didn't.
I think you're about to sit in it. Don't get me wrong, people are going to buy this game and they're going to play it. But mark my words, watch the graphs. People will buy this game, it'll spike up, and then guess what? It'll stay up there for a little bit and it'll fucking crumble. Do you know why? Because seasoned Monster Hunter World veteran players like myself are going to commit back to the base game. How many times have you seen this, guys? How many times?
I hate people who literally call themselves seasonal veterans when I'm a fucking master, okay? All right, I'm a seasonal master Monster Hunter player, okay? I played this shit since the first game, okay? All right? I hate people who literally say, oh, I'm a seasonal Monster Hunter player. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out, dude. I feel like that word has lost so much meaning for people saying seasonal when they literally started in Monster Hunter World, to be honest. Like, I'm a seasonal fucking veteran. I'm like, bro, I played since the first fleet. I am part of the first fleet of Monster Hunter, okay? I didn't get serious until the PSP version. I was kind of on board until he thought Destiny 2 was doing great, and the only reason, right, people are playing is another fallen main character Ares. Oh, really? Is that what that is? You can't really have a problem with people modding their games. They do have a problem. They're not really a huge fan of their moddings though, but I think they're okay with it though.
Times have you seen this in the gaming era? Right? What are examples I can think of? Oh my god, there's so many. I can't even think on the top of my...
That is natural. No game stays positive with higher player count. There's going to be a dips. It can go low. It can get low. Big welcome to the cycle of... Yeah, like it always goes up and down, up and down. It's called people going to bed and then waking up and then playing the game again. Look at Wukong. Black Myth Wukong was going up and down, up and down. And then of course it dies down because that's the end of the game. That's literally the end.
My head, but there's so many situations where there's a game, people go, oh my god, this game's so good, and then the developers go, hey, you know what, let's do another game, all right, a sequel, and people go, this is not the bloody same game, this isn't the same fucking game that I
none of the Monster Hunter games have been the same. There was a certain period in time where Monster Hunter was diverting into different paths, you know, in different genres, different regions and everything, you know? Like, seriously, honestly, like, all the other Monster Hunter games have done different things, you know? Like, what is it? Monster Hunter Portable 3rd was, like, set more into, like, the Japanese, more era of, like, the aestheticness of, like, the armor and, like, stuff like that, you know? And then you have, what? Monster Hunter, what is it? I forgot the one on the Wii or so, that where you get to swim. Was it Monster Hunter Tri? I think it was Monster Hunter Tri, I think. That was on the Wii version where it's, like, I've seen most of the gameplay where it's, like, underwater, where you fight Legiocris and you fight a lot of the underwater stuff, and there's, like, a lot of snow biomes and stuff. And then you have Monster Hunter on the DS. Yeah, that was Try. It's funny because I haven't even played it, and I fucking knew too as well. That's the funniest thing about it, because I didn't own a Wii. That's why. And then you have the Monster Hunter on the DS where you can, like, pick up bombs, and it was like I've seen, like, a lot of, like, different, more variety monsters, and I saw, like, the insects, like, a lot more insectoid monsters in that specific one. I remember what is it, Nursilla, and then you had the what is it, the golden mech looking where the it's like a prey mantis or so. I forgot her name though. I think Diaz was mainly the Monster Hunter stories. No, on the Diaz there were Monster Hunter ones. And then you have the Switch version, which brought in all of the other past monsters or so. Which I actually have the Switch version of that specific Monster Hunter game. But I don't have a Switch, but I did bring the game onto the PC if I ever want to play it on PC, but it would be nice to have it on Switch or so I can be able to play it with everybody, if, you know, but I don't want to pay online though at the end of the day. That's the only thing I just don't like. And that's pretty much it. Like all the Monster Hunter games have been different, but they have, like, different regions and, like, different, like, variety stuff in every single Monster Hunter. I know that the older ones, they kind of like reused a lot of the same places or so, because I don't know if maybe because of technology or something like that or whatnot. But they always brought in like new weapons and like new classes, quotation marks, classes from the older ones. Yeah, so
in love with, and then they go back to the first game. How many times has this happened? When are developers going to learn? When are companies in the gaming world going to learn? I feel like people who work for these fucking companies aren't players. They don't understand how players think and feel. How many times have you heard the community say, make another DLC? Am I the only one who thinks that way? That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Capcom, you need to reevaluate your fucking decisions because this isn't unacceptable. Your game is going to fail.
No, it's not.
It will fail.
You want to know the reason why it's not gonna fail? Because giant influencers like Asmongold played Monster Hunter World. They completed the game and he showed it to thousands of people that this game is good and worth playing and picking up right now. And now Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out, and that's gonna boost the popularity of Monster Hunter, you know?
Just like Rise did.
As a UK person, I don't claim this fool.
Okay, you can say Rise was successful all you want, but guess what? You made another fucking game for a console instead of a PC.
What the fuck? What? I'm about to lose this, man. I'm about to lose myself with this, man. I swear to God, man. Bro, it was originally on console, man. Shut the fuck up, man.
Right, that's another fucking issue I have with you. Hey, you know what? We got a new game, Monster Hunter Rise. Oh my god, the PC community's freaking out. A new fucking game for PC? No, it's for fucking Nintendo. Or Switch, or whatever the fuck it was. PlayStation, I don't know what the fuck it was on. But it was on a console. That is disgusting. Who is at the head of Capcom right now? Who is at the head of Monster
I would be
Hunter?
curious what he thinks about it.
Listen to my words.
Except I'm more passionate in Monster Hunter because I am a seasonal master, not a veteran player. I'm a seasonal master because now the word seasonal veteran has been taken over by these chums. But I am a seasonal master since the first game, okay? Let me remind you, since the first fucking game I played this game. And I'll be honest with you, I am okay where like the only thing I have to criticize about Monster Hunter in general, the most recent ones, is that we don't get the wacky fun collaborations. That's the only thing I want. I want the wacky collaborations to come back, you know? That's the one thing I want the most, you know, like wacky collaborations and like wacky designs of like the weapons, which I've seen that we're getting some of those, but I'm curious of like how wacky is it going to get, you know? I love the wacky designs from the older games. Those are my favorite thing from the older game. That's like the only criticism that is well deserved to Monster Hunter, at least the most recent ones anyways. That we don't get like the funny, cool, wacky like design stuff. That's it. That's like literally the only thing I have to criticize about it. Like everything else has been like kind of criticized, but like that's the biggest criticism I have with the most recent Monster Hunter game.
Go back to Monster Hunter World, make another DLC. And I promise you'll make a profit more than you ever would for Rise and Wilds.
Okay, so the DLC for this one is 28 million, apparently 28 million, okay? $16 million. It made about 16 million by the end of 2024. I still say it's pretty good at the end of the day, right? So let me see. As of December 2024, Monster Hunter okay, so the DLC only sold 23. Monster Hunter World sold, so the base game sold 23. And then the Iceborne Master Edition, which includes the game and the freaking DLC. But what about the DLC itself? It sold over 10 million. There you go. So this only sold over 10 million. There it is right there. 2 years ago, right here. Monster Hunter Iceborne has sold over 10 million. 16 million for Monster Hunter Rise at the end of the year. I don't know, it feels like Monster Hunter Rise outsold the DLC, to be honest, if we're looking at it, you know? Just for the DLC itself. Just for the DLC by itself, you know? Because these are all, because this is together. This is together. This doesn't count. This is together. This is with the base game and the DLC. I just want the DLC itself. So apparently the DLC by itself only made 10 million. That's about it. Rough estimate, about 10 million. Selling more than 8.5 million copies upon release. So on the release date for Monster Hunter Iceborne, it only sold 8.5. Roughly about 8.5. And then if we look at, let me see, about, so as of December 2024, the global unit sales of Monster Hunter Rise amounted to 16.7 million shipment. The title initially released on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah. So 16. Roughly about 16 million. The Sunbreak DLC did 9.4 million. So the new game still outsold the DLC for Monster Hunter World. That says a lot in my personal opinion, that people like a new game. So
combined.
Nope.
That's all I got to say, Kay. Capcom, fuck you. Kuda out. Love you guys. See you soon.
I'll be honest with you, this video is crazy in my personal opinion. The only thing I had about it was the performance. That's about it. The performance, I can't really defend that, but everything else is a little bit like, no. But anyways, like I said, I like hearing everyone's opinion at the end of the day. My personal opinion, I don't think this guy is a seasonal veteran. Because if you know, well, for me, I'm a seasonal master. I'm gonna say I'm a seasonal master. I made the new term. I'm a seasonal master because I've played since the first game. Okay, so I played a lot in the PSP version. The PSP version will always still be my favorite because I love like the whole old school style of it. But overall, personally, what a very weird take. This guy definitely feels like he crashed out, in my personal opinion. It's very interesting. Personally, I do not agree with any of his points. Because the reason why is because Capcom likes to make, you know, a full package game with free seasonal updates. What other game does free seasonal updates that you have to pay $60? Call of Duty doesn't do that. Well, actually, Call of Duty does, but I'm just remembering the old Call of Duties, to be honest. Sorry. Old school mentality, not the new school mentality. But even then, a lot of the content stuff and the cosmetic stuff are behind, you know, the battle pass, behind the bundle shop, which cost an insane amount for like cosmetics and stuff like that. DLCs, they charge for DLCs for a lot of things, and Monster Hunter doesn't charge money for DLCs besides the master rank version. Anyways, the master rank is the only thing they charge, but the seasonal updates or so, they don't charge for seasonal updates. If they were to charge seasonal updates, man, you'd probably be spending a lot of money or so for like the seasonal updates themselves. But yeah, they've only charged like one DLC, but like that DLC feels like a full complete like almost like another game, you know, because they give you like a new region, new armors, new weapons, new monsters, and even on top of that specific DLC, which is Iceborne, right? They give you even more seasonal updates for that specific DLC as well, for free. They don't charge you for that, you know? That's also on top of it. So where are they gonna make their money from, huh? That's the question. Like, if they started charging that, they would probably make a lot more money, but they will also alienate the player base because people aren't gonna be paying, you know, DLC. Especially not in this day and age where inflation is crazy and you have to worry about other stuff at the same time. I'm just like, I'm not like, as much as I like Monster Hunter, right? I would not be paying seasonal updates for like what? Like the seasonal updates is like only like one monster usually, or like a couple monsters or so, and then that's pretty, or in like in events, you know, and stuff like that, you know. They could have easily like lock it behind, you know, like I don't know, they could charge like $20, you know, $20 for seasonal updates, you know, $10, $20, you know. I don't want to pay. I personally don't want to pay for the seasonal updates. I'd rather pay for the DLC for it, you know. I feel like the Monster Hunter community gets like the most like respected and most cherished the most, in my personal opinion. Hey, Kazuto. I don't know. For me personally, I like the way how Capcom has been handling Monster Hunter. The only thing I'm worried about is just the optimization. That's it. Just the optimization for Monster Hunter Wilds, and that's pretty much it. But overall, this video is crazy to listen to. Overall, crazy. You are not a seasonal Monster Hunter player. I'm sorry. I revoke your title for seasonal Monster Hunter player. As someone who is a master seasonal player, I revoke your seasonal veteran player until you earn it back. But yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Optimized update will be $200 Monster Hunter Wilds, dude. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. What do you guys think, chat? What, like, in your personal opinion, like in a serious way, what do you guys think about this video? Personally, I think this guy's crazy. That's my personal opinion. But like I said, he's crazy. I don't really approve of any of his opinions. The only one I approve or so is the optimization of the game, and that is it, to be honest. I'd be curious what the comment section would be talking about here. He's crazy, definitely. Yeah, I feel like he only played like Monster Hunter World or so. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, see, here it is. Monster Hunter World 2 years ago. Yeah. Does he stream on here? Yeah. Monster Hunter World. So he has never played any of the older ones, so. Dude yapped like Honkai Star Rail 3.0. What a crazy video. What a crazy video. And that's the end of the video. And